In this informative YouTube video, we will unveil the top 6 lesser known hideaways where you can escape the crowds and relish in the feeling of having the ship all to yourself. Hi, my name is Tori from the Kirk Tori Story. We sold our house in Canada and now travel the world on cruise ships. We just recently spent 2 months on the Caribbean Princess cruise ship. Yes, that's a long time to be surrounded by crowds. So, we do like to have time out for ourselves and find quiet, hidden away places where we feel like we have the ship experience to ourselves. In this video, we will name our top 6 lesser known areas so that you too can have a quiet, relaxing experience as well.
Wake up early in the morning and I'm waiting for the sun to rise. Stars fade away, our brand new day. Don't be lazy, don't be shy, hold my hand and kiss the night goodbye. Open your eyes, shine your light. Shine your light.
The first place that we loved to spend our time is the Skywalker Lounge on Deck 18 of the Caribbean Princess. Many of the Princess ships have this lounge, but a lot of people don't seem to notice it or even know that they're allowed to go up there. So on the Caribbean Princess, it's located at the back of the ship and it gives you such a beautiful view of the water. Most times during the morning and daytime, this location is completely empty, or it may have a handful of people quietly reading or having quiet conversations or overlooking the water. I will say that it can get a bit cold up there, especially during the day when the air conditioning is on. So you should consider bringing a blanket or a sweater for your afternoon downtime. We spent a lot of time up there playing cards. We met a lot of people up there, and it seemed to be a great place because it was so quiet. So the Skywalker Lounge is the complete opposite at night, though. This is where they have the disco and they also have the platinum and elite events, usually there from 5 to 7 in the afternoons. Our number 2 pick is the Crown Grill. And no, that's not going out for lunch. That's going to the Crown Grill. So, on a couple of occasions, we found some friends that wanted to play cards with us during the sea days. And a lot of the locations around the ship can be very loud with all the activities and music and more. And it can just be really difficult to even have a simple conversation without feeling like you have to yell at one another. So we went out on a search one day and discovered that the Crown Grill is completely open for daytime use, and not a single solitary person is up there. So we used the Crown Grill on the 6th floor during the daytime on a sea day. Again, this is not during the restaurant hours, and we basically had the place to ourselves. It's ideal if you need to have room, especially if you do like to play cards, because there are no fixed lamps or anything on the table, so you can lay out your cards all over the table should you wish. And our number 3 pick is the front adult pool at the Lotus Spa. So if you like to swim, sunbathe, or sit in a hot tub, but you don't like the idea of being surrounded by a ton of people or loud music, then you should consider going to the front adult pool at the Lotus Spa on deck number 16. For the most part, this location was pretty empty. There was only 2 or 3 times in our 2 months of being on the Caribbean Princess where we had to share the hot tub with anybody else. It's literally a very quiet place that we simply love to go on a daily basis. It's also great for those of you who would like to feel a little less on display. It's private, it's quiet, and it's really easy to get to. And not to mention, you could get a free bathrobe in the public washroom behind the Lotus Spa. I'll talk more about that in a different video. Number 4, this is my favorite, the free steam rooms on deck 16. So, again, this is my favorite place out of all of our hideaways. So, did you know that you can go to a free steam room on the Caribbean Princess? This is totally unknown, and I can honestly say that in my 2 months of being on the Caribbean Princess, there was never anyone else in the steam room with me at any time. So, this free steam room is located in the public washroom area of the Lotus Spa. I just mentioned that you can get your free robe just by opening one of those lockers. When you get into this washroom, go behind the change room wall and you will find the free unknown steam room and the free unknown sauna that nobody will tell you about. It's hot and it's wonderful. Mind you, you can't stand being in there for too long as it is a steam room, but it is free. And our fifth pick is the Sports Deck 17 at Morgan's Bar. For those days that you want to have simple peace and quiet on a sea day out in the sun, then Deck 17 Sports Deck at Morgan's Bar is the most quiet place that you will find. If you are on the Caribbean Princess and there are very few kids on the ship, then you will be in luck. This bar is very close to the kids' play area, but if there are no kids, then it is the most quiet, tranquil place that you could possibly find outdoors. It's basically a ghost town up there. And our sixth pick is Deck 16 in general. Deck 16 on the Caribbean Princess is really spread out and it's usually empty. You can have your selection of lounge chairs and you can literally spend a sea day on a full capacity ship and not have to see anyone. We spent a lot of time just hanging out on all areas of Deck 16. It can get pretty hot up there in the direct sun, so make sure that if you're going up there that you have a cover up, an umbrella, sunscreen, or something like that if you're spending some time up there in the sun. So my question is, have you been on the Caribbean Princess? Do you have any special hideaways that you've discovered while on the ship? Please share your spots in the comments below. We really appreciate it. So, we love to share our experiences and hope that you have found our 6 hidden hideaways on the Caribbean Princess helpful. We look forward to hearing about which is your favorite spot on the ship. Thanks for watching.